Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Jennifer Lopez, you are finally coming clean for the disaster that you and Ben created. What am I talking about? Ben and Jid, listen, I made it no secret on my channel. I kind of think like the way they approached their marriage was really, really selfish. In the way that at first I was like, oh, all right, cool, love is love. I guess everybody's on the same page. But there were rumblings that the kids weren't on the same page, that exes weren't on the same page. And quiet as it kept, Ben Affleck wasn't even on the same page. Jennifer's PR machine pushed back. When there were rumblings that Ben didn't get along with Benny Medina, she pushed back. When there were rumblings that Jennifer was micromanaging Ben and telling him to give up smoking, which she was, right? That she wanted him to star in a movie together because she didn't trust him to be alone, because we all know Ben, and we seem to forget that he has an issue of sleeping with nannies or whoever's close when he feels self-destructive. Okay. But when there were rumblings that they were having problems blending their family, that's when I sat up and took notice. And it looks like Jennifer Lopez has finally acknowledged what everybody has been reporting for the longest. They are having trouble blending their families. Let's get into what Jennifer said. And then I'm just going to give you a little context on this. Again, a lot of people have been saying that if it doesn't work out, it's just going to be because the kids are just not gelling. And the thing is, maybe time will tell and they just need more time, but we do know that Ben has made it his number one position, that he is putting his children first. So Jennifer is desperate to actually make things gel as soon as possible, but it seems like not even her own kids this time are playing along. But listen to what she said. They said J-Lo said that blending her family with Ben Affleck has been nothing short of an emotional process. She said, we moved in together. That's actually not true. They are not all living together. The kids moved in together. That is not true also. It's been like a really kind of emotional transition, but at the same time, all of your dreams coming true. Okay. Now listen, Jennifer Lopez discussed this year that she got married with Ben Affleck as a phenomenal year where all her dreams came true. She finally met the guy that traumatized her. Married the guy that traumatized her. Why am I saying that? If you guys don't know, Jennifer gave an interview that when Ben left her at the altar, basically broke up with her last minute, a lot of people said because he was quietly seeing Jennifer Garner and a few cocktail waitresses from Vegas, it broke her. Apparently this was her first huge big love. And when she said it, I felt for her, like, oh my God. But the issue is, she said because of the trauma caused by the breakup with Ben, and she tried to blame the paparazzi, it put her on a downward spiral of bad decisions, bad dating. Every marriage she had, every relationship she had was her trying to cope with that pain. And I said, okay, Jennifer, but you're still missing the point that everybody on the outside said. You want to blame the paparazzi, you want to blame this, you want to blame the tabloids, but at the end of the day, the person that inflicted the most pain was Ben. He publicly left you, but not even that. He did interview after interview, blaming you for his falling career, blaming you for him being a laughingstock, blaming you for all of his problems. The same way when he ended up leaving Jennifer Garner, he blamed, right? He blamed Jennifer Garner for all his problems, even though she was the reason that he even brushed his teeth one morning. And she was the reason that kept him from self-destructing like he always does. Again, it's great that you feel like you healed from the trauma because the person you love is back, but the person that was keeping you apart is the person that you're now so happy you're with. Ben is what nourishes you. He's also that which destroys you. I'm just saying. So already I was like, yeah, something's a bit off. But let's talk about the kids in the blended family. Jennifer had her, and while Ben's putting his children first, and why Jennifer's doing everything she can to be perfect stepmom to Ben's kids. But is she neglecting her own? Let's also not forget this. Jennifer's kids were super close to Alex Rodriguez's kids. They had spent all the pandemic together. They called each other sister and brother. They were super, super tight. And then we found out that Alex was disrespecting and cheating on Jennifer. Now, I 100% agree with what Jennifer did. She said, it's over. I'm not going to live my life like this. I have too much respect for myself, too much this, to that. You're not going to do this to me. The problem was she ripped those kids out of that household. She even admitted she doesn't even talk to her. The girls that she was calling her daughters, she doesn't even talk to her. And the only interaction they have is a birthday email and maybe a like on a social media post, okay? Alex has come out and said he misses the kids. He loves them. He'll always be there for them, okay? Now, that could be manipulation by Alex, but it just goes to show how tightly that family was interwoven. And maybe because Alex thought they were so interwoven, he thought he could get over cheating on Jennifer. Now, let's take two steps forward. They just left Alex. She's already dating Ben. She gets married like that with Ben because apparently he was having cold feet again. And she said history's not repeating itself. Even though, Jennifer, you don't understand, the history is not the fact of Ben getting cold feet. The history is the fact that even though Ben is your one, you continue to be an option for him. And now that he knows that he can leave, come back, and you'll always be there for him, what happens next time he wants to go off that self-destructive cliff? Do you think that you can put him in yoga, make him stop there, smother him with love, and that's why he left? No, he's just selfish. But anyway, back to what I was saying, okay? So, cut to the marriage was supposed to happen much later. You did a quickie wedding. The kids were not down with it. Ben Affleck's kids, I don't know why they couldn't really blend well, because they really loved Anna, his last girlfriend. His mom loved her, the family loved her, everybody loved her. Ben's mom is still cold on J-Lo. Apparently J-Lo's mom takes issue with it, and the kids just haven't warmed up. Jennifer's kids, on the other hand, I understand why they're slow to warm up to Ben's kids. It's nothing personal. But last time I really started to love and be like, oh, this is awesome. You're like sisters I never had, It got ripped away. Now we don't even talk. I really don't even want to attach to people. Not even that. For whatever reason, the kids just aren't meshing. Now, in normal relationships where it's not parent focused, you wait and you give the kids time. But even, let's think about it. They were supposed to buy a house together. Then they said no. Then they were all supposed to move into Jennifer's house. They said no. Right now, the kids are pretty much still staying at their mom's house, right? Jennifer is staying there with her kids. And the we moved in, no. Ben is now staying with you because he sold his bachelor pad. So Ben, that is his primary residence, but he still has something on the side when the kids don't. He's still at Jennifer Garner's house when the kids don't want to be around J-Lo and the kids. Now listen, everybody's saying Jennifer is trying her best to get a communal family house. They're back on the market because she wants Ben, her kids, and even his kids to have room so they can be a true blended family and not Ben going over to like another friend's house or Jennifer Garner's house when he wants to get away from Jen. She really, really wants this to work. But again, it seems to be too much too soon. Let's also not forget that she snatched her kids out of a school system they had known forever, Miami, their friends, their families, all the stuff, to come be with Ben because Ben didn't want to disrupt his kids. Right? He tried to get Jennifer to renovate her own house. Why? Because it was only 20 minutes away from Jennifer Garner's house, so he could be closer to his kids, even though Jen has a bunch of bad memories in that house. And you snatch your kids away, everything that they known and loved since they were kids, moved them to LA so you could be in love and live your dream with Ben. Also, the kids are probably having trouble adjusting. Notice, and again, Ben's doing what a good parent does. You're placing your kids' comfort and their mental ahead of everything. If only Jennifer would do that also. But again, just like it seems like Jennifer sacrificed everything to be with Ben, it seems like she's expecting her kids to also sacrifice everything for love. And it doesn't seem to be working out. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments. But again, she's come clean. It's an emotional process. The families are still not blended. The kids are still not gelling. And it looks like if she doesn't get a hold of it, I do think that is going to be one of the reasons, excuses Ben uses to do Bennifer 2.0. And I'm not just talking about when they fell in love. I'm talking about when he leaves or heartbroken again. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later.